Hello friends and welcome to the Figure Central. Today we're going to be looking at these 1/12 scale action figures made by Sexy Eyes. I believe it's titled Vermin, but I'm also seeing in the back Unkval. It's one of those two. So let's get to it. This one I picked up from Gundam It. And I was very excited. I love the Mantis one. Amazing figure, great articulation. So I was so stoked to hear when they were gonna release more, and immediately pre-ordered it, and it's finally here. So these are 3 figures. I'm gonna try to go through this as soon as possible because there's a lot of stuff, but really cool black box here. Some interesting design here. There's a head, spine. I saw this on their Instagram, and it's a total of 3 action figures, tons of hands. Awesome. 8. So each one of them come with an additional 8, and then the 2 that each figure has. Oh my gosh, this is so cool. All right, so we're gonna go through the accessories first, and then we'll check out the figures themselves. Here are some instructions and tons of joints. All right, so let's see what we got here. Bendable, so they have wires inside of them. So some shields. Alright, so yes, we get 3 of those shields. Alright, let's go ahead and look at everything closely. So we get 3 of these cool looking hammers, or mallets, I guess you could say. Spikes at the ends of them. Get 3 machine guns. Silver and kind of gunmetal finish on all 3 of them. Get 2 knives with blood at the end of them. This awesome face here. What a cool design. These things move. So now let's look at the figures. There's 1, 2, and 3. They each come with their own stand. Of 8. Fist. So a total of 3 sets of those that are identical. Now let's look at the figures. These look amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, so this is the first one. There's the same writing, Unkval. Joints are definitely lean a little more on the stiffer side, but not too stiff. All right, let's look at the articulation. So the neck does move and the head, so you get some deep neck movement there. Ball joint on the shoulder. There's no butterfly, just a ball joint, but it's pretty big and it gives you a lot of range, so that's a plus. Let's look at the elbow. You get some good range on that as well. It doesn't seem to be double jointed. So how it goes left to right. Even though it has the shoulder pads, it still can get pretty high. And if you move it forward and up, it can reach all the way to the top. This is the chest and abs. And then there's more movement when it gets to the hip area. This is one piece here. So this is the ab crunch. Pretty impressive for how bulky this figure is. Look how low his head goes, that's crazy. All right, and let's look at the, so there's the hips here and then the legs. So this is forward in the leg, side to side, pretty much do a split. And let's look at the knee. This is double jointed, goes pretty far back. Can it stand on its own? Let's find out. Yep. One more thing that I almost missed. These do have the toe. It is a joint. You have the forward and back and the ankles. And some left and right there as well. Let's go to the second one. So it's yeah, it's identical. So all three of these are pretty much the same figure to what I'm seeing here. Okay. I was wondering if there was going to be a variation, but it seems like no, it's just you get three of the same figure here. So let's go ahead and try out. Let's see if we can swap that out. Pop right out, no issues. And pop right in. That is awesome. That looks so cool. All right, let's try out this thing that I saw in the instructions. So this comes off here. Put this here. And then put the little drone on it. So that's the idea according to the instructions. And so both of them can come off. Let's see how easy it is to swap out the hand. The plastic on this feels a little more on the stiffer side. But for some reason, it comes right off with the heat gun and it pops right in with no issues. And it stays there. All right, a quick size comparison. Next to a NECA action figure, next to a Figuarts action figure, next to a Marvel Legends action figure, next to a McFarlane action figure. All right, friends, well, that is the end of my unboxing / review. So final thoughts. Man, I love this. This is amazing. I can't get over what this company, they just kind of came out of nowhere, by the way. I believe this is their second release. They are killing it. these are so much fun. I played more with them and just the posing and how they can hold them. Even though they're this bulky and they can hold those poses, one of the shots I put in there, he's literally put the guy on just one foot and he can hold a pose. Yeah, so plenty of accessories, tons of hands. I would have liked to have gotten like more helmets. They only threw in that one skull helmet. It would have been cool to get additional 2. The design on the figure, like I said, they're identical. It would have also been cool if they would have maybe created a little bit of a variance on each one. But again, not anything that is a deal breaker. This is just a great set. So if you're into this kind of military, mech, futuristic kind of action figures, this is going to be right up your alley. It is for me. So yeah, this is going to be a contender of top 2025 releases for me. I'm so happy that I reserved these. If you like what you see, like, comment, and share. Even better, hit that subscription and notification bell. Or check out my website, thefigurecentral.com. In there you will find some high resolution imagery of my toy photography. Free to download as a way of me saying thanks for your support. Thank you so much for checking out my video. I look forward to seeing you on my next one. Take care and bye-bye.